Hello, welcome back again to the Arsenal, the Ganas transfer. News live, Arsenal book, Hincapie medical, Isak to Liverpool twist, Simon signs, Chelsea eye buonanotte. The summer transfer window has entered its most dramatic phase yet. Across Europe's biggest leagues, clubs are scrambling to secure the final pieces of their squads before the deadline slams shut. Arsenal are edging closer to completing one of their priority signings. Liverpool are suddenly embroiled in a surprise twist for a high-profile striker. Xavi Simons has officially put pen to paper on a deal that reshapes the balance of power, and Chelsea are quietly manoeuvring for a young Argentine playmaker who could be a future star. The transfer market, always a theatre of dreams, politics and brinkmanship, is once again delivering a spectacle. Arsenal book Piero Hincapie medical. For weeks, whispers have surrounded Arsenal's hunt for defensive reinforcements. After last season's near-title triumph, Mikel Arteta and sporting director Edu Gaspar made it clear that depth at centre-back was non-negotiable. Injuries to William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes at crucial points last season exposed the lack of reliable cover. Now Arsenal appear to have found their man in Bayer Leverkusen's Ecuadorian star Piero Hincapie. According to sources close to the Emirates, Arsenal have scheduled Hincapie's medical for the weekend. The deal, expected to be worth around 40 million with add-ons, has been in the works since June, but only in the past 48 hours did it accelerate toward completion. Hincapie, just 22, has established himself as one of the Bundesliga's most consistent young defenders. Agile, left-footed and composed under pressure, he fits the profile Arteta has long sought. A defender comfortable playing out from the back, capable of covering at left-back, and with the tactical discipline to thrive in Arsenal's positional system. Behind the scenes, the move was not without obstacles. Leverkusen, reluctant to part with one of their defensive anchors after winning the Bundesliga, tried to resist. But the player's desire to test himself in the Premier League proved decisive. Edu's relationship with Hincapie's representatives smoothed the negotiations, and Arteta personally called the Ecuadorian international last week to outline his vision. That conversation convinced Hincapie to push for the move. For Arsenal, the medical marks the final hurdle. If completed, Hincapie will join Declan Rice, Kai Havertz and Jurrien Timber as part of Arteta's defensive and midfield rebuild over the past 2 summers. Isak to Liverpool, a twist nobody saw coming. If Arsenal's defensive reinforcement was expected, Liverpool's sudden involvement in the Alexander Isak saga came as a genuine shock. The Newcastle United striker, who scored 25 goals in all competitions last season, has been on Manchester City's long-term radar. However, City's focus on other areas and Newcastle's reluctance to sell made a transfer seem impossible. That was until Friday morning, when news broke that Liverpool had made discreet contact with Isak's camp. Jurgen Klopp's departure may have ended one era at Anfield, but his successor, Arne Slot, is eager to stamp his authority with a marquee signing. Slot's analysis of Liverpool's attack highlighted the need for a clinical forward to complement Darwin Núñez and Mohamed Salah. Isak, with his combination of height, pace and technical ability, ticks every box. Sources indicate Liverpool are exploring a structured deal that could reach $90 million, potentially involving performance-based bonuses. Newcastle, under financial pressure due to profit and sustainability regulations, may reluctantly consider offers if they can reinvest quickly. The twist here is timing. Liverpool had not been mentioned in connection with Isak until the final stretch of the window. Some insiders believe this is tactical. By moving late, they hope to catch rivals off guard and take advantage of Newcastle's financial stress. The player himself is intrigued. Isak is said to admire Anfield's atmosphere and the chance to play in a system that suits his movement. His representatives are waiting for Liverpool to formalise their interest, while Newcastle fans anxiously refresh social media for updates. Xavi Simons signs. A new era begins. While speculation dominates the English clubs, continental Europe has already seen a blockbuster signing confirmed. Xavi Simons has officially signed for Paris Saint-Germain, ending weeks of uncertainty about his future. The 21-year-old Dutch playmaker fresh off a breakout season on loan at RB Leipzig, was one of the most sought-after talents in the market. Arsenal, Manchester United and Bayern Munich all registered interest, but PSG's determination and financial muscle proved decisive. Simon's decision was shaped by two factors. First, PSG promised him a central role, not just as a squad player, but as the creative hub of Luis Enrique's project. Second, his bond with Kylian Mbappe, who urged the club to secure Simons as part of their long-term planning, helped sway the outcome. The contract, reportedly running until 2029, includes a hefty release clause. PSG see Simons as the successor to Neymar's creative mantle and a potential Ballon d'Or candidate. His versatility, able to play as a winger, attacking midfielder, or even deeper in midfield, gives Enrique tactical flexibility. At the official unveiling, Simon spoke with determination. "I want to win everything with PSG. The Champions League is the dream, and I believe we can achieve it." His arrival has electrified the fan base and reinforced PSG's message. They are not stepping back despite losing some stars in recent seasons. Chelsea. I, Facundo Buonanotte. If PSG's move was bold and Liverpool's approach for Isak sensational, Chelsea's latest interest carries a sense of strategy and patience. The Blues, who have spent heavily on young talent under the Clearlake ownership, are now considering Brighton's Facundo Buonanotte as their next target. The 19-year-old Argentine midfielder, highly rated for his technical flair and vision, has been on Mauricio Pochettino's radar since last season. Buonanotte's performances in Brighton's possession-heavy system highlighted his composure and creativity, traits Chelsea's hierarchy believe could flourish at Stamford Bridge. Talks are still at an exploratory stage. Brighton, notoriously tough negotiators, are expected to demand upwards of £45 million for Buonanotte. Chelsea, who already raided Brighton for Moises Caicedo, Marc Cucurella and Graham Potter in recent years, are wary of overpaying, but see the teenager as a long-term asset. The move aligns with Chelsea's broader recruitment strategy, signing young, high-ceiling talents to build a squad capable of dominating in 3 to 5 years. For Buonanotte, a switch to Chelsea would also mean working under Pochettino, an Argentine manager known for developing young players. The bigger picture. These simultaneous stories highlight the different strategies among Europe's giants. Arsenal are refining their squad with targeted tactical signings. Liverpool are making bold, unexpected plays to signal a new era. PSG continue to assert themselves as a continental powerhouse with high-profile additions. Chelsea, meanwhile, are betting heavily on youth and potential. As the deadline approaches, every move carries ripple effects. If Arsenal confirm Hincapie, it could push other defenders onto the market. If Liverpool land Isak, it would trigger a chain reaction across Premier League forward lines. If PSG's gamble on Simons pays off, it could cement their place as perennial Champions League contenders. And if Chelsea succeed with Buonanotte, questions will once again be asked about Brighton's ability to hold on to their stars. The drama of the transfer window lies not just in the deals themselves, but in the dreams they ignite among clubs, fans, and players. And this summer, the theatre is far from over.